Hi everyone, I am creating a cover for a Flowish journal that I'm doing for a swap, and I wanted to bring you along because I wanted to make a second one for you guys. So I created this cover already on a file folder that I had. I have really weird colored file folders that nobody wanted, so I took them because they were free. And then I used this Podge Super Glossy Brilliant because that's what I have. I'm not sure if it's my favorite, but that's what I use. So I'm going to get another file folder and do this and show you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and then we'll move on. So stay with me. So here is my file folder, and I'm going to open it up. I'm going to use the outside, and I'm going to use my Mod Podge, and I just realized I got my nails done. Can you see how pretty they are? And now I'm getting Mod Podge all over them. So I'm going to try to be careful. But I'm just going to really be generous with my Mod Podge because I want this to stick. And some of these papers are pretty heavy. And I'm in my old space again because it's where I get super messy, and I'm sorry, it's really loud, the heater and the fan, but that's life. So you can kind of hear that in the background, but I'll try to talk loud enough and close enough so you can hear. So that was really quick, but I just coated it with my Mod Podge. And then I'm going to put down some of my materials, some of the same ones that I just used on my other one. I really like using my paste paper, so I'm going to pick out one. I'm just off camera here looking at my paste papers. This is probably a good one. I'm actually going to tear off the orange, and I'm going to put it right down here. I don't even know which side's gonna be the top and the bottom, but this is super thick paper, not super thick, but it's thicker paper because of the paste paper that I make, and so I'm actually coating the back of that first. Try not to get it on my beautiful new nails. I've been kind of into doing my nails lately. I'm not a super girly person, but it's just something about having that little finishing touch on your nails, especially when I'm a teacher and I'm working with parents, and I like to look good, you know? So anyway, so this style, or this journal is, my swap is Bohemian. I don't know if I said that yet or not. So I tried to pick some things that said Bohemian to me, although I have no idea what that really means. But what I understand is kind of like modern hippie, maybe not even modern, hippie, lots of mixed metals. So I try to pick things with golds and silvers, flowers. I don't know. I'm still learning about Bohemian. I do have this really cool paper here that has the paisleys, so I'm going to use some of that. So I'm just going for it. There is no planning at all. So, and that's kind of the way I like to do it sometimes. So this is going to be the cover, and it's going to be a Flowish type journal. So if you don't know what that means, it means that I'm not going to bind it permanently. I'm going to loosely bind it so my swap partner can use all the materials in it. And I love making these. It's become kind of a passion, like curating something. I feel excuse me, I have a remnants of a cold. I feel a strong calling to making Flowish journals, supply type journals. I don't know, you probably can't see, but this has some silver, metallic silver in it, a stripe of metallic silver. So that, I'm trying to do mixed metals. Speaking of, here's some gold. Now when I use this Mod Podge, it kind of makes the gold not as shiny because this, I don't know, but we'll see how it turns out. Who knows? Maybe this, I'll just put this on the back. But that's definitely some fun paper. I also have this paper that's like more handmade and it has the gold in it. So I'm going to tear off a piece to use for that. That's nice. No. So I'm not doing much in composition wise. I'm just kind of placing. I don't care if I see my edges. I don't even know if I'm going to crop this. I'm sure I'll cut it. I have no idea how. I don't even know the size yet. I'm just kind of making the background. So I thought I'd bring you along with me. I have been loving making journals. I'm sorry, making videos. I love your comments. So if you leave me a comment, it just like totally makes my day. And I think the reason it makes my day is because it's like a correspondence with you all, because I really do feel that this is my community, but we don't get to see each other face to face, or I don't get to go someplace and go find you. So when you know, leave me a comment, it's really nice because I get to write back. I love writing back. So anyway, if you would leave me a comment, if you have something to say, I would love that. That would be super cool. I'm trying to find, what else did I use in the last one? Oh, maybe some map paper. So let me find a little bit of map. Here's a little bit of map. Because Bohemians, they travel, right? Isn't that true? I don't know. But I'm going to make it true. Yeah, I think they do. So there's a little bit of map. And what else do I have? I might tie in some more of this over here just to kind of overlap. I love overlapping layers, and one of the people that I started watching a few years ago, and she's mostly on Ustream, and is Journal Artista, so shout out to her. Because she said she always says don't be afraid to cover things up, which is the truth, right? You can't be afraid to do something. You just gotta go for it and see where it leads you. I mean, a lot of this material I've purchased already, I have in my stash, and I'm not using. So it's not serving me any good just to sit there. And so, you know, I've already spent the money. Let's use it. I don't need to hoard it. Some of the stuff I made myself. This is just deli paper with paint scraped on it. So anyway, I'm really in a kick of trying to use my stuff. And then I can get more new stuff, right, guys? Haha. So let's see, I like this too. I want more of this paper right there. So I'm focusing on layering, and I don't have to even see all the layers. That's not even a requirement. But I love the torn edge. I love the mixed metal. Something else right here I need. Something bright. Maybe I could bring this back in. Why not? This was part of my original paper under there, my paste paper. So yeah, so I'm envisioning this is that I'm making this collage cover. and I'm giving it to my swap partner or to you because I'm going to make one for you. One of these is for you. I think this one will be for you. And whoever receives it will take this out and maybe use this for something else. Okay, so this could be used for something else. Let's see. You know, on the back of this paper is this. I don't even know if I'm in frame, but that is nice. Yeah. So, what else should I say? I've been watching a lot of videos because I haven't had time to make one. But I've made some recently, you know, just quick ones. So, yeah, and if I've noticed a lot of people that are watching my videos, because I have this thing called analytics and I'm learning how to use it, I'm noticing that a lot of people that are watching my videos aren't my subscribers. So if you're watching this and you're not my subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I don't really value myself in terms of how many subscribers I have. However, I always will take new subscribers. Can you see that? I'm working on a big piece of cardboard here to protect my surface. Okay, so I'm going to call that good, and I'm going to clean my brush. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll come back and assemble my Flowish journal. Okay, so the covers ended up being 6.5 by 8. And from now on, I'm only going to show you the one that I am making for you guys. So this one's for my swap partner. It's pretty much the same from here on out. Here is what I did. Here's the front cover, and then instead of cutting this side, I folded it. So there's a little tab. Actually, I'm going to make this the front cover. That'll be a little tuck spot right there. So that's going to be the front cover of my boho journal. There'll be a tuck spot right here. This is all the Flowish style, so what that means is that I'm not going to be sewing it in. I'm just going to be tucking it in. I'm just going to talk about that next. But I wanted to say, the stuff that I cut off, I'm going to include this in here as one of my inclusions so they can do something with it. Also, I'm going to try to preserve this as much as possible so that they can reuse even the cover. Maybe they want to sew something in, maybe they want to tear it up, whatever they want to do, whoever gets this. So that is the cover. Now I'm going to start inserting all the goodies. So here is my box of things that I want to add in, and so I'm just going to assemble my journal with you. I have, let me move this over here real quick. Here's my cover. And I have some of this copper wire, and it's really thin. I don't know if you can see that. And I used it to make one of the tassels. I have a video on Bohemian tassels. I tried to make some for this swap, and I will include one, of course, in here. So I just wrapped it around a couple times. I'm just going to come up to the top here and twist it a little bit. And I'm going to add something, I don't know, on the end. So when you open it up, there is a spot to put some things in. So I don't really do this in very much of an order, other than I like to put something fun at the beginning. So here is one of my paste papers. Definitely want to include that. I don't know if it's Bohemian enough, but it's okay. So I just slide it right under there. So I'm going to go through this. I'll probably fast forward it. I'm not going to talk through it, and just put everything into my flow journal. so far, and it is really stuffed full. And so that's just kind of the pages. I didn't even count. I will count, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video because it's getting to be a long video, and I'm going to do another video where I put in all my little other goodies, my smaller goodies, and like things like my fabrics and little things that I can like tuck and stuff. So there'll be a second video for that of how I kind of embellish the Flowish journal. So thank you so much for watching. At some point one of you gets to get this, so stay tuned. If you wouldn't mind also, if you would like this video, if you like it, and if you're not one of my subscribers, I'd love it if you subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye bye.